time for the faith walk of the day. Today, I want to ask you, who do you serve, really? Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, I serve God and I love Jesus, but we be serving all kind of stuff. We serve pastors, we serve music artists, we serve other gods, and we give them access to our lives and to our thoughts. We even give them, some, because I don't do that. Some give them consideration in their prayers. I'll pray to Jesus a little bit, then I'll pray to this God a little bit. And the scripture is very clear, thou shalt have no other God before me. And listen, the enemy doesn't come in to share. He comes in to annihilate you. So be very careful when you mix other religions or when you start worshiping the religion that you're in. And I grew up in a Pentecostal denomination. And a lot of times when you're young and you're in it and you just want to really be loyal, sometimes you overdo it when it comes to where your allegiance lies, because we are this. And listen, this spreads for whatever denomination you're in. I'm not going to just pick out and say one, because there are a lot of people who are like this in their particular denomination. But we don't serve the denomination. We serve God. And we serve what God says in God's way and God's rules of fairness and God's rules of being considerate and kind and being Christ-like. Oh. And sometimes the younger ones are fooled and they don't know. And listen, even the scripture Satan describes himself as an angel of light. So yes, some of you can be tricked. You can be tricked if you don't really know God. So back to my original question, who do you serve? Who is your mind state on? Who's keeping you in perfect peace? Who do you go to when you're stressed and overwhelmed? What do you lean on? What is your first order of business? What is your first action when something happens? Do you get mad first? Do you get angry first? What happens first? That's a good question to ask yourself when you're trying to figure out, Lord, is my mind really on you? Am I really serving you? Or am I serving myself? Am I serving what's convenient? Am I serving what I'm in? You know, and maybe it's not just religion. Maybe it's your social group, whatever it is. God has to be at the center. Don't put nothing before God. Listen, don't even worship your husband and your kids. And I love mine for sure, but they not my God. I serve God. I trust God. I rest in God. And so when you know him and you love him and you understand what it is, what life is, and how the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and how some things I just have to leave in God's hands because I won't get and understand every single thing. His thoughts are not my thoughts. His ways are not my ways. I trust in God, and I know things will work out for my good if I am trusting in him and not in myself and who I am and what I know and, you know, practicing my religiousness in front of people so people can go, oh, she's so nice. Look at her. She's so. That's not what we do it for. We do it for God's glory. All right. Who you serve? That's the question today. All right. That's my faith walk.